All right, guys, the time is finally here. We are on our way to Belgrade, Montana, a little town just outside of Bozeman, and we are picking up the Go Fast camper. If you recall, for those of you who've been following along for quite some time, I placed the deposit on that tent about, oh my gosh, over a year, over a year ago. So we got our install appointment for tomorrow morning at 10:15 sharp. So we're heading over there, gonna get it all installed, and we're gonna make a little trip out of it as well, going to Yellowstone and then visiting a friend in Cody, Wyoming. But we got the whole gang on this one here. We got Karina back with us finally, and trapped in all our gear in the very back we have little baby Stan, our 1-year-old, just turned a year old. He's our French bulldog. Yeah. And we are hitting the road, so it's nice to get everybody back together. Oh, there he is. There he is. It's nice to get everybody back together and go on a trip. And what better way to do it with brand new gear installed with the Go Fast camper. So super exciting. We got about, I would say, another 2.5 hours to go to get to our hotel. We're splurging tonight. We are doing a hotel for tonight to make life a little bit more comfortable. I know for the hardcore people who camp wherever, we are doing a hotel for this night. It'll be good because Karina found one literally 5 minutes down the road from where we'll be staying. So that's where the GFC location is. So it's just 5 minutes away. So it'll be super nice. We can sleep in, take our time, get over there, and then head out to Yellowstone after the install appointment. So let's push a little bit more and get going.
It's been a long day.
Let's do it. All right, good morning everybody. We slept pretty good here at the hotel last night. It was really nice to come in, get a nice warm shower, be in a nice warm bed, unload some gear, even have breakfast in the morning here in the lobby. So it was nice. I know it's not our usual for camping, but again, being 5 minutes from the GFC headquarters, why not? Let's just kind of splurge for night one, especially since we don't have the tent on the truck. So as I'm recording this, exactly, we're about 30 minutes out from the appointment. I'm probably gonna just go around and maybe do a little driving around a little bit. It's beautiful, so the views are incredible. Stanley and Karina, they're gonna hang out here at the hotel, sleep in a little bit more, kind of get some things ready for our agenda today. And then that way when I come back, we'll load up, head out to Yellowstone, and just go from there. So looking forward to it, guys. This is huge. This is amazing. I'm so excited to get this thing put on. It's been over a year of waiting, so now we're literally down to the last minute. So let's get over there and let's see what happens. The overall installation couldn't have been easier. In less than 30 minutes, the install was complete, and we were well on our way to chatting about local breweries and camp spots to explore. All in all, the year of waiting was over, and it was an incredible feeling knowing the truck was one step closer towards the build I imagined. The day is here. The day is here. Well guys, after 1 year, 3 weeks, a 12-hour drive, and 1 night stay in a hotel, the GFC is on the truck, and man, it looks amazing. I absolutely love it. It fits really well with the lines of the truck, so just, you know, from a visual perspective, it's very clean, very aerodynamic, streamlined look, which I love about it. So far, the compatibility with, you know, putting some of the gear that we had inside the truck on top of the deck drawer system works really nice. So obviously we'll iron that system out as we kind of go on more trips and see what works, what doesn't. But for starters, I'm pretty darn happy. This is incredible. So we are blessed with amazing weather here in Montana, and we're actually going to be working our way towards Wyoming, where we got an 1.5 hour drive. We're going to go check out the Yellowstone, the north entrance up there. It's the only part in the wintertime that they have open year round. So we're going to go check that out a little bit, see what it all looks like. I've never visited that national park in the winter, so curious what we may be able to see. But from there, we're just going to find a nice spot to camp and then work our way out to Cody, Wyoming to visit a good friend of ours. So let the adventure begin. Yeti is ready to go. Green, are you ready?
Super ready.
Super ready. And Stan is halfway passed out in the back, so yeah. we're all good to go. But all right, guys, let's let the adventure begin. Hey there.
Yellowstone.
Thank you. Let's do that and that.
Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. We're all set. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think I wanted a map.
Not a map?
I've never been here.
What?
It's okay.
We'll come back and get a map. We got to come back this way anyway.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm just used to having Gaia.
Animals.
A lot of bisons and elk. Look at that. Right off the bat. Did you see animals? Animals.
Yeah, they made it all the way over.
We couldn't have picked a better time to visit Yellowstone. Karina's eagerness for wildlife sightings would immediately pay off as we saw bison, elk, and deer all within minutes upon crossing into the national park land. Though we would be soon in for a real treat with stunning views just around the corner. Stanley. Are you not impressed, Stan? Is this your first encounter with bison?
Yes. Oh, look at the little baby. Oh my god.
We soon would realize that the wildlife views only got better as we progressed up the road. Okay guys, so night one in the GFC, over 6,000 feet in elevation at the Mammoth campground. Karina, what time is it?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. We're up and about. You can see all the little ice crystals on our tent fabric here from condensation. Little baby Stan is just stretching out. He was in the sleeping bags with us here. We'll show it more when we get more light, but we're doing a sleeping bag, inside sleeping bag with some blankets. Everything's frozen a little bit. We tried our best to mitigate condensation, but we stayed warm. We'll have quite a bit to wipe off before we fold down the tent. I have a little USB powered light that's flickering down there, and on the setting that I had it for, it should have died in the middle of the night, so I'm still kind of impressed we had a night light all through the night. But we're just gonna get up and at it, get everybody warm, see if we can get the sunrise. Stanley's kind of content, but I'm gonna go brave the cold and hop out of here. Yeah. All right, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful, clear, cold morning here in Yellowstone. We are probably among the only 6 different campers, if that, at the Mammoth campground. You probably hear behind me, I have the truck running because it is 9 degrees right now, and I'm warming Karina and Stanley up in there so they can just gather some morning warmth before we start moving around. But GFC did great. Did really, really good. We had a little buddy heater in there at night. Before we fell asleep, we turned it off, but we had it in there just to kind of get the internal temps a little bit warmer. Obviously running those things, you do suffer a little bit with adding condensation just because of burning the propane. But overall, it was still nice. I think even on solo trips, when I'm able to run in bunk mode, so basically having one side as a sleeping section and one side with the removable floor removed, I can allow that heat to kind of move around a little bit longer, versus when we both went to bed, we had to put the whole floor together. Beautiful, beautiful. It is absolutely stunning up here. So see what the day brings, but it's cold. This also kind of goes to show just how kind of cold it was last night. Our condensation, this is the roof of the GFC. You guys can see, it's the roof. So as we were sleeping, all our condensation, the water, as it was still semi in a liquid form, rolled all the way down the roof, kind of hit towards the bottom here. And now we have our own little frozen condensation waterfalls. So when that thaws out, wipe it up, obviously, get it good, help protect the tent, but crazy how cold it got. Before heading out of Yellowstone, we wanted to make one final stop at the Mammoth Hot Springs. We figured the sights would be well worth it given the brisk, cold morning.
I wonder where they went. Not long after, we were back on the road again with a destination planned for Cody, Wyoming. Steve, a dear friend of ours, recently moved out here, and we were due for a visit to check out the new place. Are you over being in the truck, Stan? Yeah. Okay, well we're almost there. We're almost there. All right, and we are here.
Absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, so we made it to Cody, Wyoming, and we are on the property of a great friend of ours, Steve. He recently purchased this area, comes with many acres, and he invited us ever so graciously to stay the night right here, pretty much in the front yard almost. But as you can see, we have the GFC popped open, and we have incredible views wrapping all the way around. It's stunning. It is absolutely stunning. So we're gonna have some great views to fall asleep and wake up to. And in the morning, this road that we're on goes for a fair number of miles, pretty much to one of the entrances of Yellowstone National Park. And the views as you continue that drive are just absolutely amazing as well. So we'll probably do that tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, we're just gonna relax, hang out, get some dinner going, and just catch up. So what a place to be and land and be in a dispersed but not dispersed campsite right here. So the weather is amazing. It's held up. We have blue skies, cold, but blue skies and sunshine. So let's keep the adventure going, and let's get some dinner going as well. All right, guys, welcome to the inside of the GFC. It is quite spacious and roomy. I have the two side windows that come standard on the GFC here for ventilation. Also opted for the two larger side windows as well. And then the rear main window, which is just massive. As you can probably see, all of them have a carabiner clip. So when you roll up the fabric, you have that to clip it on and hold it to. There's also a carabiner clip down here on a bungee cord, so you can bring in the fabric together. So when you're closing it up, it just lays in here easier and you're not having to tuck anything in as you're closing up. Also has the translucent roof, and those little black lines are the cross rails on top. So it's kind of nice in one fashion. You kind of get nice daylight in here. The floors here, we have the large panel and then two small squares. These three are modular. This one stays in place, but you can configure these three however you want and see fit. So you can put this one here and go lateral, two small squares up front. Keep that one there when you're sleeping solo. I have like the buddy heater down here so we can get heat up, and then it's sitting on a safe surface versus putting it in here with all the fabric. These can move around. So if you want to put those back there, you can do that. You can even remove the top fabric on this one. And then if you wanted, you can have this as a standing desk. You could probably brew some coffee in here, easy items. Obviously keep all the windows open while you do that. You could even do that with a nice view. I could put this here and then look out the back. So it is very modular and I get a lot of room. All this stuff here, this is not where it's going to live. This is just for our trip right now. We'll kind of move some things around as we see fit, especially when we get the Dometic fridge in here. But for one fashion, what I'm standing on is basically the floor. And we have the deck drawer systems underneath us for all the recovery gear and galley equipment as well. So that's nice that it's just out of the way. And it also makes getting up into the GFC easier because the deck drawers are 12 inches tall. So kind of for people of compact size, it's easier for me. But yeah, this is just a quick rundown of the interior of the GFC. I'll do a complete walk around as I get some more nights in it and get a few accessories mounted on it as well, so we can kind of go in uber depth. But for this trip, just a quick and dry run, if you will, as far as the initial layout so far. All right, guys, so we're all loaded up after breakfast. Steve is actually going to show us around. He's going to lead for part of the way, driving the South Fork Road, which is adjacent to where his property lies on. Researched it and also heard from him many great things as far as just the incredible views and the overall drive and the great side trail opportunities as well. So we're going to go and just check everything out. We have a beautiful, perfect, clear sky day. So we're going to take advantage of it. So let the fun begin.
After driving over 40 miles along the South Fork Road, our travels by vehicle would soon conclude to a dead end. From here, one could follow the numerous hiking trails that lead into the Wynoochee Wilderness. Through multiple tide routes, you could even make your way back into Yellowstone National Park along the southeast border. However, it was immediately apparent that traveling into this remote backcountry, one would need to be bear aware.
Oh, grizzly bears.
I ain't afraid of no bears.
As stunningly beautiful as this place was, we ultimately had to say our goodbyes. Karina, Stanley, and I had a 15-hour, 900-mile trek back to our home in Washington State. Steve, we can't thank you enough for your warm hospitality and welcoming us to stay at your home, even if we chose to camp on the front yard. P.S. The bison burgers were a nice touch too. Until next time, safe travels.